Hello everyone, if you are new here, my name is Shatoka, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. So today I wanted to do a monthly makes video and show you guys everything I made for the month of September. So September is National Sewing Month, and I typically don't sew that much in September. I only completed 4 things, but I wanted to share with you guys what I made. I love everything. I have on one of the skirts that I made. If you guys hadn't saw in my end of the summer sewing plans, I had listed a few things that I wanted to knock out before the summer ended, and I actually did knock out a few, and I want to share them with you guys here on this video. So if that's some content you are looking forward to seeing, go ahead and stick around. So first things first, this skirt that I have on, this is actually a McCall's pattern. I had it for a while. I put it on with this crop top so you guys can see like how much of like an asymmetrical look it is on the side with the crop top. I'm not sure if when I wear it this year, because I do foresee me wearing this skirt in the fall, I'll wear it with the crop top. I think I'll probably just do like a black bodysuit, so I'll have a little bit more coverage and then just wear it with some boots. But I absolutely love how it's turned out. Again, this is McCall's 8327, and I did view B. I did cut a size 16 in the skirt. However, I do think on the next one, because I definitely want to make another one of these skirts, I'm gonna cut a 14, especially if I use like a jersey fabric, because the skirt looks fine, but I personally would like it to be a little bit more tight. I did not put the thin elastic at the top of the back of the skirt like it calls for. I actually usually don't like to add the elastic to a bunch of my like stretch patterns, because usually I'll make them fitted enough to where I don't need it. So I did not, and it's not like sticking out in the back or anything, but I feel like if this was a 14, it would be a little bit more snug. So it kind of I have to like kind of keep pulling it up because it wants to like kind of shimmy down on my hips. But I absolutely love it. Love that I decided to color block it. I actually only put white on one side. The back is completely black, and I added just that one panel of white on the side. I do think I want to make a leopard one. Like, if you guys have been watching the channel, I've been saying how I want to make a leopard trench. I love animal print. I always have, even though it's trending now, like I've always loved animal print. So I actually do want to make another one. So I have the pattern envelopes for size 14 through 22. So I'm just going to cut my pattern down to a 14 and make another one. I'll probably do the same view because I do like this length. It's about just below the knee on me. I'm 5'10". My son says 5'9" now. He says I shrunk, but 5'10", 5'9". I'm pretty tall, so it goes below the knee on me. I'll make this length again, and with the leopard one, I'll probably just do a straight leopard print. I won't color block it. Maybe I'll color block another one in the future, but for now, I really love this black and white one. Again, I'll probably wear it this fall with the black bodysuit and some boots, but really love it. It doesn't say it's an easy to sew pattern, but it definitely is. You don't need any notions besides the elastic and your thread. So really good one. And you guys know I love my knit patterns. So the next thing that I actually ended up making is actually, this was the first thing that I made in the beginning of the month. This is a Mimi G pattern. However, it is the kind of like throw on caftan that's in the pattern that's mainly used for the jeans in there. And I have done the jeans in the past. This is another one that was in my end of the summer sewing makes video. There's 3 things in here that were in that video that I did complete. So I ended up making view A, and I did make modifications to the sleeve on this one. When I had shared it before, I made it back in June for the not sorority, for the Chicago Frock Tales event, the all white event. I extended the sleeve to be a little bit longer so it could be full length on me. So for this one, I did the normal length. I cut a size 16, and I like the fit of it. It's a really kind of like loose fitting top that you just throw over, you know, a shirt or a bodysuit, or you can throw it over a dress as well and just tie it in a knot. Really love the fabric that I got at New Rainbow Fabrics here in Chicago. It's so beautiful, and it it turned out really nice. I foresee me wearing that plenty of times in different ways. So when I actually wore it, I did share a reel on my Instagram. And if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me over there. It's Shatoka J, just like my YouTube channel. I shared a reel and I just styled it with like a bodysuit, a white bodysuit and a blue jean skirt. But I could see it with a white dress. I could see it with a blue dress. Such a cute, just easy piece. This doesn't say like easy to sew, but it is a Mimi G pattern that is a few years old, and it's literally 3 pattern pieces. The skirt as well, that McCall skirt, is literally like 3 pattern pieces as well, or maybe 4, because it's like front waist, back waist, and then the back and front pieces. Super simple. I love patterns that only have a few pattern pieces. They come together so quickly. So I really love how this like caftan turned out. And by the way, like I'll be having like video and pictures of me in these items as well for you guys to see. And so the next thing that I actually ended up sewing, it actually was a dress. I also had completed this dress before, and I wanted to make it again in like a solid color and a more, well, not more. My previous make was kind of like a see-through fabric because I was going to wear it as like a swim cover. So this time I decided to make it out of a ponte. And so this is a McCall's pattern M8348, and I did view E. I cut a size 16 for this dress as well. It fits really nice. I actually ended up making it out of like an orange ponte knit that I got locally at Textile Outlet here in Chicago. And the 16 fit really nice. I did not change the length of the dress, and it goes right below my knee. I really love the fit. And it does have a different way that you close up the sleeves. And I actually really like that because it's a more like hidden like facing. So that was really cool. It was a simple dress as well. This only had 3 pattern pieces. You have your front, which is cut on a fold, and you have a back that's cut too, and then you have facing piece, and that's it. The dress is super simple, and I can actually see this dress being transitional. In the pattern envelope, it does have like this little like sweater thing that you can put over it because it's a sleeveless dress. However, I could just see throwing like a leather jacket over it with some boots and make it like fall appropriate for sure. I'm not sure if I'll end up doing like those couple of wraps that are in this pattern, but I did really love how the dress looks. I love the kind of like that fit and flare look. And again, I cut a size 16, really straightforward to come together. And like I said, I had made it previously, so when I made it this time, I'm like, it's gonna be easy peasy piece of cake. I'll definitely be able to knock it out with no problem. So like I tell you guys in all of my videos, if you have any questions on any of the patterns, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I'll be sure to answer any questions that you may have, since especially too, this isn't like a full like pattern review on those patterns. But if you have any questions, let me know and I'll get right back to you. So the last thing that I made for the month was my favorite thing. And this is another dress that was in my sewing plans. And you guys, this is actually a dress that had been on my Make 9 for 2 years, and I didn't do it, and I was putting it off. I talked about it in my end of the sewing, the end of summer sewing plans. You guys, like, I should not have put off making this dress because it turned out so beautiful. So if you hadn't seen that video, I was talking about how I was like on a quest for like a leaner back, and I just kind of wanted to like shape up a little bit more to wear the dress because the dress is completely backless. So this is Vogue 1881, and it's been out for a few years, and like I said, I have been wanting to make it, and I just kind of chickened out and was like, oh, I'll just wait because I have like a back roll and I don't want it to show. But you guys, I ended up cutting a size large of the dress. I had the pattern envelope for large through double XL. I cut a large because there is a lot of ease in the bottom, and I knew the double XL, well, not double XL, like extra large would probably be too big for me at the top. I would fall in the measurement for extra large for the bottom, but with all of the extra like fabric and room and ease and the gathering of the bottom of the skirt, I was like, you could fit in a large, and I'm so glad I cut the large. So the top fits really nice. However, I did have to not use the elastic guide, which I usually like, usually don't use it. And I was like, well, this time just use it. I had to open up the back and like take out half of the elastic because I really needed so much more for it to like kind of pinch my waist more and snap in more. So I took that out. So basically the elastic guide that it had in there, I cut it in half. It was a little bit tedious trying to feed in such a short piece of an elastic, but it looked so much better when it was more cinched, because then it brought it, you know, more closer to my waist and gave it a more like snatched look. Absolutely loved it. And then you guys, like I said, I should have put this dress off, because the reason why I was like, oh, I don't want to wear the dress because, you know, I have the back roll, because I took out that extra elastic and I snatched it. The way the dress fit, like, it goes like right in that like crease of where the back roll is. You couldn't see it. I was like, girl, you could have been made this dress 2 years ago and been fine. So I'm so glad that I was like, screw it. I'm not worried about it. You know, this body that I have today might be the best body that I have for the years to come. Who's to say? So make it and wear it and be proud. And I loved how it turned out. I took some beautiful pictures and video. Of course, you guys will be seeing that here, but she's making it again. I did make an alteration with it. I didn't change the length or anything, so it's a really good length on me. So I know for sure for some shorter girls, you're gonna have to cut some inches off, because I could see it being on the floor. I actually took pictures of it in a heel that was like 3 inches, and the dress almost hit the floor on me. So I can imagine if you're shorter, you're gonna have to cut some of the bottom off of the dress, because it's like a high-low. Another thing that I did is on the pattern envelope, you can see that it actually has it where the ruffle is gathered onto the skirt, where it's almost like in a reverse. So you'll see like the top of the seam exposed. I decided against that. I was going to do that. However, because it was so much gathering, it was kind of tedious. I didn't want to go through all of that. So I sewed my right sides together instead of wrong sides together. So I don't have that look of that kind of like exposed seam of the gathering part, but I don't mind that. And I also didn't use bias tape for the bottom of the dress. On the pattern envelope, it's contrast bias tape here at the waist and at the back of the dress, well, along the hem of the dress. I didn't do that. I just hemmed my dress as normal, and I love how it turned out. I actually got this fabric locally at Chicago at Textile Discount Outlet. It's a broadcloth for $2.95 a yard, because I knew I needed a lot of yardage. I believe like 4.5 yards. I knew that the broadcloth would do. I love the color. It's a beautiful burnt orange. In the pictures, it kind of looks red. A lot of people were like, oh, I love the red dress. It's more of a burnt orange, but I love it. I just took the pictures in it. I didn't go anywhere or anything, but I wanted to photograph it. But she's wearing it either on a vacation or next summer for sure, and I'm gonna make some more because I absolutely love it. It was a bit tedious as far as gathering all the extra fabrics to go into the ruffle of the dress, but it was totally worth it. Like, while I was gathering it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much, this is a lot. And even just like hemming the hem, you know how it is, like when you have huge big circle hems, it's a lot. But the payoff was so much worth it. I absolutely love the dress. So yeah, I wanted to share with you guys everything I made for the month of September. I've already almost surpassed September sewing. In October, I've already done 3 items and I already have a 4th one cut out. So I'm definitely going to be sharing with you guys my October makes as well. I did end up, if you guys hadn't saw my last video talking about my October sewing plans, I was talking about a dress that I was making for the Usher concert. It's done. She's so cute. She is so cute. I cannot wait to wear her. It's beautiful. That's at the end of the month, so it'll probably be the last thing you guys see. I'll probably do like a dedicated pattern review for that pattern that I use, but I love it. It looks so nice and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. So yeah, if you love sewing content and you are not subscribed, I would love to have you here. Also click the notification bell so you'll be alerted when I upload a new video. So until next time, bye.